If you are watching this video, you are probably planning to learn Chinese. Then you should better know these two questions. When you decided to learn Chinese, which is a language of China, you probably also heard another noun of this language called Mandarin. Or sometimes you heard Mandarin directly instead of Chinese. Well, the relationship between these two words, their Mandarin belongs to Chinese. Actually, they still have another types of language of Chinese is Cantonese. Cantonese be speaking in Guangdong area of China, and Mandarin be speaking to every Chinese people. So when you learn Chinese, actually you are learning Chinese Mandarin. Let's say the Chinese Mandarin sentence. At here, 我是一个老师. It's combined by some words, by some grammar. 我 I 老师 teacher. And these vocabularies that are combined by characters. Let's see the Chinese characters. When we write down a Chinese characters, actually we write by different strokes. For example, here is a two characters, and this is what they looks like. And here is how we write down them. You can tell we write them from left to right. And this structure we call left-right structure. They still have another structures in Chinese characters, and I believe you will meet them when you start to learn Chinese. Another important part of characters is radicals. Let's see these two characters. The left part of them are same. This is one of the Chinese radicals. The meaning of these two characters are eat and drink. And the meaning of the radical is our mouth. So you can understand no matter we eat or drink, we both need to use our mouth. So that's why we have radicals. Radicals sometimes can identify the basic meaning of characters. So radicals are really helpful for beginners to understand a new character. But actually, you still don't know how to read these characters. You don't know the pronunciation of them. Then we'll see the tool for us to pronounce Chinese characters. They are pinyin. These two characters, we don't know how to read them, but now here, 你好, this pinyin can help us to read them. Pinyin has three parts: initial, final, and tone. Tones are quite important in pinyin. Let's see some examples at here. 鞋子 and 写字. The pronunciation of them are quite similar, but you can tell the meanings are huge different. Another example, 眼睛 眼镜. So the only difference between these vocabularies is the tones of the second character. Now we have a clear idea of what is Chinese. Then let's go into see how to learn it, especially how to divide our energy on different subjects. Every time the first message I give my student is, what's the purpose for you to learn Chinese? Are you learning Chinese because of your work? Or you wanted to travel to China? Or you probably a Chinese language student. You want to pass some exams like HSK or something. Or you only just like Chinese. You want to achieve some certain level, HSK 3, 4, 5. Different goals will make you different ways to learn. So before you learn it, you set a goal of yourself. After that, start it immediately. As we explained before, the Chinese pinyin is most important in Chinese. And in pinyin, the most important part is tones. So when we start to learn Chinese, when we start to memorize Chinese vocabularies, make sure we can remember each pinyin, especially tones. At the same time, you can memorize some basic Chinese phrases and Chinese sentences. You don't have to write down Chinese characters, but you should better know some radicals. So when you meet strange words, at least it can help you to identify the basic meaning of a character. So the energy you spend on this, that will be 16% on pinyin, especially tones. And then, at the same time, radicals and structures, you only need to spend 5% of your energy on it. And when you memorize words, you actually only memorize how to pronounce these words, how it generally looks like. And 20% your energy can spend on grammar. When you start to practice Chinese pinyin, you need to make sure you can listen and read enough materials. So, talking about listening, I recommend you to watch some simple Chinese cartoon like Peppa Pig in Chinese version. The more you listen, the quicker you can find the feelings of pronounce and speak Chinese. And then you need to read. This read, I mean read loudly. Follow the Chinese pronunciation. Follow others' pronunciation against it and copy it. Make sure you can pronounce tones in the right way. You also can check how to pronounce Chinese pinyin from this elbow. Another recommendation is you can do some dictation practice. In my homepage, you can find an elbow of dictation practice. You can use this series of videos to help you to do the pronunciations. After all of this pronunciation practice, you can start to do the conversation. As the last, there will be writing. Write down Chinese characters, write down Chinese sentences. Okay, these are all of today's part. Hope I explained clearly about what is Chinese and how to learn Chinese. If you think this is helpful to you, welcome to subscribe my channel and turn on the little bell. Thank you and see you on next video.